Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000 bucks, things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. You gotta turn on, turn on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on. Dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Sometimes when I chuckle like that, it reminds me of my oldest brother that passed away. He used to laugh like that. It's kind of funny how genes get passed down through the line. I don't know why I told y'all that, just so to share it with you, that's all. As always, I always kind of ask God to help me, you know. I had gotten off track a little bit because one of the principles of success I want to share with you all today is the law of attraction. And that is a very, very serious principle. It cannot be ignored. The law of attraction, and I'm not going to be able to explain it to you as well as the book Secrets can, or as well as some people. I can only articulate it to you the way that I see it. And the law of attraction is very, very real. The law of attraction is a principle of success. It is something that everyone has to adhere to. Now, whether you know the law of attraction or not, it does not make it not exist for you. This is the case where ignorance is not the excuse. The fact that no one told it to you, there is no pass for this one. The fact that you never heard it before, it does not allow you to do it any other way. So let me see if I can put it to you best I can, the law of attraction. The law of attraction, to put it real simple, is the thing that you focus on, the thing that you talk about, the thing that you think of is the thing that you draw to you. It's what you attract to you. That's basically the law of attraction. The thing that you talk about, the thing that you think about, the thing that you focus on, whatever it is, that is what you attract. The law of attraction does not differentiate from positive and negative. It only does what it does. What I am saying is this. In the law of attraction, no matter what you think of, no matter what occupies your time, no matter what you say, or no matter what the focus is, positive or negative, the law of attraction knows neither one. It just attracts it. So let's use some examples here. Best example I always use is me. That way I ain't got to figure out nothing. I can just tell you my side of it. I was in a lot of debt one time in my life. This is before any of you knew me. So you can understand, in case you're not I don't want you to think that this conversation is about your income level, cause it's not. It doesn't matter what income level you are. The law of attraction works in all aspects: money, family, relationships, job, career, love. It just works that way. Okay, here's the deal. I kept saying, man, this debt is killing me. I got to get out. That's what I thought was a good goal, to get out of debt. But what I kept saying was, I kept talking about debt. And you know what it kept doing? It kept attracting debt to me. So guess what? So I could get out. That's all. Is that crazy? That is an amazing law to understand. What turned it around for me was I started claiming a life of abundance. God, I am seeking a life of abundance. I want to have more than enough. I want to be able to help other people. I just want to have a law of attraction so that I'll be able to provide my family the lifestyle that I want to provide them. I want, Heavenly Father, to be able to be an example of your goodness and your grace in my life. That is what I started saying. And guess what? That's what I started attracting. I'm going to have a great relationship with my children. I'm going to be the father that I always wanted to be. I'm going to be a good father. I'm going to be a good husband now. I am going to do the right things. I am going to be the type of example that my sons can look no further and go, I can be like my dad. I want to be able to be a place, a beacon of light and hope for my daughters to come to. That's what I started saying. That's what I started attracting to my life. The law of attraction does not care if you want it to be positive or negative. The law of attraction just attracts whatever it is you focus on, what you think about, the words that come out your mouth. You cannot overlook this principle of success and expect to make it because of the fact that you've never heard of the law of attraction, because of the fact that you don't know how it really operates. It does not make it not exist in your day. You can start today attracting the right things to your life by changing what you say, what you think, what you focus on. Change the focus, change the thought, change the words that come out your mouth, and guess what? You change what you attract to yourself. You have got to ask yourself, why is it, man? Man, let me tell you something. Somebody said to Bishop Jakes one time, they said, man, everything you touch turns to gold. He said, no, I just don't touch everything. Man, is this crazy? Come on, man. He has a focus. He has a focus. See, he ain't just everywhere. Bring me any idea. Let me try that. No, man. He has a focus. He has a law of attraction that's working where he's attracting things to his life that's positive. That he can, now that's not to say Bishop Jakes don't have problems, because we talk often and man, he have them. Oh, please understand. And he's not trying to attract the problems, but what he will attract is the proper solution for the problem. And ain't that all you need sometimes? God did not say that it would be easy. He just said he would be with you. And if God is with you, who can be against you? God will make your enemies your footstool. God is powerful, man. His word is true. He do what he say he gonna do. Now, all we got to do is do some of what we say, because we ain't going to do everything. Just do some of what we say. Okay, here's the deal. God is going to do everything he say he going to do. You and I just got to do some of the stuff we say we're going to do, because he already know we ain't going to do all of it. Yeah, he clear on that. He clear on that. All right, thank you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to give thanks and honor for a new day, another opportunity, brand new chance, a shot at it. Huh? Steve Harvey Morning Show. See, this is the deal on this show. We start this show with gratitude because we understand that it affects your attitude, which is in direct correlation with your altitude. You got to get them through. You got to get your tudes right. Your gratitude, your attitude, and your altitude is all tied together, but it stems from gratitude. If you don't believe it, I dare you to try it. This is not a theory of mine. That's not what this is. It's not a theory. Okay? It's a fact. You can ask the Lord about it. Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica. Junior, what's on your mind?
Hey, let's talk about this. Can you help people understand when they should feel like they successful? Like, we don't know when we know. How do we know when we successful? It ain't the card of money. What do you determine the success to be?
Well, I mean, look at this. Here's the simplest and most gratifying way to judge your success. Forget where you at. Forget the fact that you are not where you want to be. Let's take those two off the table. Let's look at where you were. Take a real good look at where you were. Mm-hmm. That's how you measure success. Not how far you've come, but how far you've come from. That's your measure of success. And that's what a lot of people do. They overlook the how far from. See, you want to measure with how far I come, and then you looking at the measuring stick, but then you looking at somebody that's ahead of you. Then now you in here feeling some kind of way. But no. Slow down, homie. Back up just a little bit. How about if you start looking at how far you've come from where you from? Okay. That's how you measure success. And that's how you become grateful. See, if you looking at everybody else, man, you ain't gonna ever be grateful.
Right.
Like I was telling y'all before the show started this morning, I was at a meeting last night and a man said a number that was so astonishing to me. I said to myself, why am I so poor?
But if you said...
But then I had to catch myself. Hold up, bruh. Bruh.
Yeah.
What about from where you was from?
Mm-hmm.
What about when you was living in that car? What about when your father sent you $5 in an envelope to college between two index cards? He mailed it between two index cards. I opened up the index card. It had a $5 bill, and on the note on one of the cards said, "This sugar honey iced tea gonna have to stop."
On $5.
$5.
You stay in our pocket.
Boy. We ain't send you down there. We sent you down there to turn yourself into something. We didn't send you to college to ask me for some more money. Mm-hmm. I just bought some books last week. Bam. So guess what? That's how you measure success. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Yeah.
All right, Steve. Thank you. Great question, Junior. Coming up at 32 minutes after. Speaking of Junior, he'll be in for the nephew with a prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're a homeowner, you know it took years of saving, planning, and hard work to get in the door. Then make that house a home. Now, all that effort has built something hugely valuable. Equity is the portion of your home you truly own that can be tapped to fund what's next. And Rocket Mortgage is here to help you turn your home's equity into cash. Fund your next dream with Rocket Mortgage. Visit rocketmortgage.com today to find out more. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
It is time now to run that prank back with Junior in for the nephew this morning.
You know, y'all ever look at babies and, when you see babies, you probably gonna look at it and say, that's not my brother's baby. Mm-hmm. That's the prank. That's not my brother's baby. Run it, cat.
Don't worry about it. It's something I need to take care of. I'll talk to... Hello? May I speak to Terry?
This is she.
My name is Daryl. Damon is my brother. I don't live in Dallas where y'all live at. I'm the one that live out of town. But we done had a family meeting and talked about it. And I know Travis is your son. He 8 years old. But the problem is, the reason why I'm calling you, Terry, is cause we done found out that Travis ain't none of Damon's child.
Excuse me?
Travis ain't none of Damon's child. He been paying you child support here for the last
Wait, hold on. And you said your name was who?
I'm Daryl. I'm Damon's brother.
And who gave you this information?
We all done found the information out. We actually gonna go down there to the courthouse and get all this stuff rectified. But we done found out that Travis ain't none of Damon's child. And he been sitting up here sending you money, $700 to $800 a month, and this child ain't even here. Now, I hate for Travis to find this out, and he gonna have to find it out. But
wait. He ain't finna find that. Why are you calling me?
Look, the family done had a meeting, and I'm the one that they decided to make the phone call and tell you what's going on. Now,
but you don't have a thing to do with this. You ain't nobody daddy over here, so I'm not sure what you're calling for or who died made you king or wanted you to be head in charge to call, but that is not gonna work out.
But why are you doing this to my brother? That's what I'm saying. For 8 years, the man been sending you $700 something a month, and this ain't even his child.
Well, why am I even talking to you? I'm not really sure. Your brother need to call me if he has any problems or questions. You have a good day. Hello?
You don't hang no phone up on me. Damon told me your little was hard-headed anyway. Now, look.
Wait a minute. You know what? You got the wrong one, baby. Like, I'm trying to not lose all my religion today, but you about to make me lose it on your...
About to make me lose... What?
You don't know who you with over here. So, like I said before, my son, your nephew that you try not to claim over there, I don't know why you came from wherever there you said you came from to Dallas to try to start some mess.
I came from California down here to Dallas, and I'm telling you...
You need to take your black come back to California, because down here, you don't know me like that.
No, I don't know you, but I'm finna know you, and Travis finna know that my brother ain't his daddy.
I don't know. You know what? You need to talk to your brother again. That's what you need to do, and you don't need to be talking to me.
You finna send us all the money my brother done sent y'all.
And when I do,
look,
when I send all that 8 years worth of money back,
you gonna send every dime back, because it belonged to my brother. That ain't my brother's child. Now, we ain't got time to be going on no Maury Povich show or nothing to find out who the daddy.
You know what? Like I said, you picked the wrong one. It'd be your best bet not to call me anymore. It is a good thing that you call, because if you came knocking on my door, you'd have got your whooped today.
No, that's my second thing I'm finna do if we can't rectify it over the phone. I don't have a problem coming over there, knocking down some doors and getting some questions answered, because this ain't Damon's baby.
Obviously, you must wish it was yours, since you're taking so much interest.
No, it ain't mine, but it ain't Damon's either, and we got 700.
You must not have any and looking for some, but I'm sorry. This one's taken over here, and Damon will continue to pay what he owes.
Damon don't owe
another... That's what's wrong with you brothers now. You don't want to pay. I'm sorry. He's going to continue to pay, and you can call whoever you want to call and do whatever you want to do. So go back and tell your mama and everybody else who waiting for this meeting to let them know. It ain't happening.
Look, my mama ain't got nothing to do with it. Mama been...
You said your mama and all y'all got together. She the same way. I see where you get it from. You act just like her. Y'all some nosy people. Mind your own business. That's a grown man.
That ain't... My mama said it from the get-go that it wasn't it wasn't Damon's child.
No, that means your mama's a two-faced lie, because you ain't what your mama said.
You ain't finna sit here and bring my mama up in this?
Well, if you know so much, then you better come knock on my door. Come knock on my door if you want to.
We done the math. $750 times 12, then times 8 is $72,000. That's how much money my brother done sent you, and that's how much we want back. And I need you to get to working on this money now.
Okay. Why don't you come over here and get it?
Don't get your whooped today, Terry.
Come on over here. You don't see them get their whooped. You in Dallas.
I don't care nothing about I'm in no Dallas.
This ain't California.
So what?
I don't even know what the hell. I don't even know why I'm wasting my time talking to you. Like I said, your brother is a weak. If he got to have y'all had a meeting and you got to be the one to call, I'm not really understanding.
Look, I got one more thing I need to say to you. Is you listening to me?
You know, you're getting on my nerves. That's what you're doing.
You respect me. Are you listening to me?
You what?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked.
Oh my.
You just got pranked by your sister Tanya, baby.
You know what?
She say, talk to her about her baby daddy and that baby.
Yeah, I don't play with the children. Oh, my gosh. I'm so embarrassed.
All right, let me ask you this. What is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yeah, Shirley, that's pretty much how he do it. Just, right now it's time for prank praise. Y'all, is anybody doing that today?
King of
He
pranks.
want that
King of
too.
pranks. King of pranks.
Yeah,
That's all I
King
ever
of
say.
pranks,
King of
prank
pranks.
praise. Yeah, because I'm the best at this. This is what I do. I do this all day long.
Well, when he not here, I take day off.
Hello. From all that praise and
We're not prank
praising.
praising on days off.
Right. We need a break.
Because he's expecting. He probably listening right now. He expecting to hear it. Probably
If he's listening, where is he?
Right. Why isn't he here at work?
Why he ain't at work? He done just turned us
Tuesday,
on.
not Monday.
I could
He
ask
laying
him
in
that
the bed with
question
his
a
leg
long
crossed.
time ago.
Yeah, really long.
Yeah, but you let
Really
him
long.
get away with it, though, because he's your
Yeah.
nephew.
We could
Because
never do
I quit caring. Yeah, see, that's what you got to come to sometime when you realize you just got to quit caring.
Well, you quit caring about him or the fact that he doesn't come to work when he's supposed to?
Anything pertaining to him,
All of the above? No.
I
he
could
loves
care
you
less than her.
And respects you so much. That's so crazy. All right, Junior.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, wow
Thank
is
you.
right.
Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. Our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey everyone, quick health question. Even though you're still thriving, still loving, still connecting, did you know your immune system weakens with age? That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off certain respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. This fall, ask your doctor which vaccines you need and visit vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com to schedule one or more vaccines. Sponsored by Pfizer. Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, we'll tell you about the judge and what he told Diddy before sentencing him. Plus, President Trump says Diddy asked him for a pardon. Also, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, says he has more health issues. And Carla will be in today with our music news. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO. Ready, CLO?
Right here.
All right, this is from Shelly in Philly. Shelly writes, I'm in love with a man that just got married. I'm in love with a man that just got married. He's my coworker and we had sex a few times, but he said it was just a fling. He still flirts with me at work and he takes me out to lunch often. I feel like he's giving me mixed signals. What should I do?
Well, see, listen to me. The person who has to straighten out the signals is you.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's still flirting with you. Y'all had sex.
a few times.
He didn't forget. He told you it's just a fling.
Yeah.
Now, he's a halfway decent guy because he don't want you feeling some kind of way, so he's trying to take you to lunch. But if you keep going to lunch, you're going to do more than eating a snack on one of these breaks. I'm just telling you that right now. Now, you in love with the man that just got married. Here's my suggestion to you. Fall out of love with him ASAP.
Yeah.
Because this ain't going nowhere for you. He picked her.
Here's a question. How do you fall out of love?
I don't know. Just find something to hate on him.
Sick of you being this
ears.
good to me.
Go on Facebook, find his wedding pictures, look at his wife's wedding picture. They online somewhere. And find their wedding pictures and just look at them and know that ain't you. And start developing a hatred for him.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You have
Shelley
to
and Philly.
fall out of love. You have to form or develop some form of hatred.
Yeah, because that's the opposite, the very opposite
Yep.
of love.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what you got to do.
All right.
Like
All right,
all
moving
my
on.
exes, I found, something to hate.
This is not about you.
It always
Alimony,
is, though.
child support, anything. Just pick something. Just get to hating.
Moving on to Amazing in Teaneck. Amazing writes, I'm a 60-year-old 69-year-old divorced woman. I went on a date with my ex-husband's cousin, and I feel that it's okay for us to date. He wants to keep it a secret. I've been divorced for 17 years. So why should we hide? Are we doing something wrong? This is from Amazing. Her name is Amazing.
Well, he know you was married to his cousin.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He know if he show up with you at the house for Thanksgiving, the hell that's gonna break loose. And he wants to keep it a secret because it ain't going nowhere.
Oh.
He wanted you when you was married to his cousin.
Oh. But he knew he better not cross that line.
Right. So now he got you. He not finna introduce you to the family. Y'all not going nowhere. You ain't in no real relationship.
Yeah. and you're not a secret. Don't let him keep you a secret.
And you 69. You know this.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true.
All right. Moving on to Carl in Houston. Carl writes, my wife has a bad habit of donating my clothes if she does not like them. My favorite sweats were missing, and so were my favorite sneakers. She said, I don't know when stuff is too old to wear. I don't care how old it is. It's mine. How do I stop her?
You ain't. She gonna give it away, dog. Dog, get yourself some new sweatpants. This is an opportunity to get some new sweatpants and some new sneakers. Yeah. She throw it away, you get to wear some new. Them little nasty little sneakers, they ain't even white no more. They got dirt all on them.
Yeah.
They done shrunk them sweatpants. They don't fit right.
They blue. And Shirley, he from Houston? Shirley, he from Houston?
Yes, Carl.
Is his last name Matthew?
I don't know. Why you ask? Why?
We can't call Matthew do the same thing. Wear the same sweats, shoes.
Who is
like
he?
Carl, he wear old stuff.
Who is he
it?
to you, Junior?
He just a partner I met at the barbershop years ago. He still wear the same sweats. That's why I got said.
No more. His wife done gave him away.
Yeah. Her name's Shelly.
Have you ever
Stop with the name?
Have you ever gotten your stuff thrown away, Steve?
Oh, hell yeah.
What happened?
Oh, all those big suits you used to wear?
Oh, my ex just threw all my hats in the swimming pool one time.
What? All your hats.
Hey. Why? That's what helped me get over her.
You come home with your
helped
hat.
me get over her.
Oh,
I mean, you was like that.
You were really
All
into
my
your
straw
hats
hats
at
was
one
in swimming
time.
pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
And what did you say when
Yeah.
you saw your hats in the pool?
Well, I can't say what I said on the radio.
It'll be our last day.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Nice working with you guys.
Yeah, no, please don't. Okay.
All right, last one, Steve. Last one. This is from Angie in Pensacola. Angie writes, my husband's phone was vibrating at 1 a.m. from the drawer bedside his bed. From the drawer beside his bed. He got the phone and turned off the power. He never puts his phone in the drawer, and it's never on vibrate. Did he expect that late night call? What is going on?
The phone is in the drawer.
What are you saying?
See, somebody ain't understanding the rules.
That's exactly what it is.
Unless he has lied about his status.
To the person who's calling.
Yeah. So she thinks she got free reign, free access. She may not know he married, but this phone in the drawer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hiding something.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing I can't even help you, homie. Once you put it in the drawer.
Yeah. He put it in the drawer.
Why didn't you just turn it off?
Yeah, why does he have it on vibrate?
Yeah.
It's vibrating the drawer. Now it's making...
That was dumb.
You know, men, I want to apologize to y'all ladies, because sometimes just men, we just stupid.
That was really stupid.
I'm so
I don't know
sorry.
why he do that.
Yeah. Put it
What
in
would
the
you
drawer.
have done? What would you have done?
I put
Now,
it
he
in the
got
carpet,
that
put it
cheap
on the
drawer. He
floor
got
under
that
the bed.
drawer from IKEA that ain't real wood.
Oh, no.
So it shake all through the floor.
What would you have done, though, Steve, back
What?
in the day? Would you?
Back
where
in
would
the
you
day, I
put your
bought-
phone?
Yeah, I buy a burner. I buy that phone from 7-Eleven or Walmart. Put some time on it.
What are you, an informant? A burner?
know.
What are you...
Yeah, well, that's their number. That's who I I get that number. You don't get the main number.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And where is the said burner phone? It's not in the drawer beside the
No,
bed.
it's in the trunk of the car.
Trunk of the car.
Of the car. Oh, that's where my shoes used to be that I didn't want to bring in the house. Okay, I got
Your
you.
wife gonna check the glove box and all that and the tray and under the seat. They very rarely go in the trunk, especially if you put it under that tire. They don't even know.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody checking the spare
Oh,
tire.
okay. All right. All right. Thank you, CLO. We learned ourselves something today, didn't we? Thank you, CLO.
You're welcome.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, as we told you previously, Diddy was sentenced to 50 months in prison, and with credit for time served, he has 36 months left to serve. Diddy was also fined $500,000 and sentenced to 5 years of supervised release. The judge in the case said, quote, Diddy's history of rampant sexual and physical violence warrant a substantial sentence. Ms. Ventura and the other brave survivors that came forward, I want to say first, we heard you. I know your families are proud of you. I am proud of you for coming to the court to tell the world what really happened. The judge also addressed Diddy. He said, I know you are in a dark place now, but you and your family are going to get through this, end quote. Wow.
Whoa.
I mean, yeah.
You know, that ain't really encouraging from somebody that just gave you 50 months. Hey, man, that's like, now listen to me. I'm finna slap the taste out your mouth, but eventually flavor will come back. You ready?
Wow.
You know, that's what,
Yeah, that's
But
really,
you know, like I've heard that he's got a particular prison he wants to pick. I think Puffy's
Fort
attorneys
Dix in
them,
New
they
Jersey.
I think they gotta understand right now that they ain't nobody listening to them.
yeah.
Well,
They just
is the
come to the
president listening?
realization.
Yeah. Because according to TMZ, while talking to reporters on Monday, President Trump said Diddy's legal team reached out and said, quote, I call him Puff Daddy. He has asked me for a pardon. Okay. The president has not said if he's going to grant Diddy clemency yet, and we'll just, have to follow that and see. But he has asked the president, his legal team.
Hell, I would too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Whoever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been
Because
sentenced.
if you let me out of jail, I'll be back on Family Feud with my suits, and I'll wear nothing but them gold Trump sneakers with all my suits. I'm out there with a MAGA hat on, everything.
Well, Uncle, you a sellout.
Huh?
They gonna call you a
No,
sellout then.
No. I got out.
I love how Trump said, I call him Puff Daddy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, what were you going to say, Carla?
I was just saying that, the judge, I like that he heard the victims.
Yeah,
He
that was
listened
beautiful.
Before
Yeah.
the sentencing and, your actions, your conduct and your behavior, this is a message that I think he's sending out to the judge as well. You have to be held accountable for your actions.
And I agree, but that's the grounds for the appeal that Puffy's attorneys are talking about, because him admonishing him about that was not what he was on trial for.
Right.
It was on trial for sex trafficking.
Yeah.
And so they're saying that was bias in his sentencing because he used that to admonish him. That's what they're going to use to go back and try to get that sentence reduced.
In the appeals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
shall
see.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye
We
out.
will.
Let this be a message to all celebrities. Let it be a message to anybody. You can't do like you want to do.
Careful.
Hello.
Yeah. Careful.
Hello.
Yeah. Careful. Yeah.
I cancel our Thanksgiving dinner this year. We're not throwing no kind of party.
You can have family over.
You're
for
not.
Thanksgiving.
Come over here in groups.
You can have turkey and dressing.
Yes,
What are you talking about?
Not up in here. We're sending it out this year.
Greens,
That's your
mac and
family,
cheese.
Steve. That's
your
different.
family.
You haven't flown them in from, Come on.
That's another thing. I ain't flying nobody else.
Can't have no.
And what do you consider
Flying in the bedroom having sex? No, you not. I don't give a if you are married. You're not flying into my house and having sex in my house. It's not
Even
what you're
if
gonna
you're
do no
married?
more. I don't care if you married. That's sex trafficking. I flew y'all from out of town. Y'all in my house and you having sex. That's a freak off, and we're not finna do it.
Not gonna do it.
That is
Let's
a
move
family
on.
type reunion, Steve.
No, I'm
Come on
careful now. I learned my lesson.
Because you're a celebrity.
Don't come in here with no lotion, baby oil, nothing. Come in here rubbing your hands on ass for nothing. All we got in here is parade.
Really?
That's all.
Really? Well, aren't you going to be lonely on Thanksgiving without your family?
Lonely and free.
freedom?
Freedom. All right. We're going to try to move on here and talk about Coach Prime, Deion Sanders.
Hey, what y'all doing in there?
We're married, okay? Relax. We're married.
Put your clothes on and come in here for head count tonight.
What time will lights be out, Steve?
We don't cut no lights out in here.
Every light on.
I'm trying to get to Coach Prime. As we switch gears a little bit, he has revealed after Saturday's Colorado 35-21 loss to TCU that he thinks he has more blood clots in his legs after already undergoing numerous surgeries because of blood circulation in his lower body. Now, according to USA Today, Coach Prime admitted he was in pain this week. In addition to his recovery from bladder cancer this year, he said after the game, cat's out of the bag, all right? I think I got more blood clots. It don't make sense. I'm hurting like crazy. So, of course, we're praying for Deion, for Coach Sanders, for Coach Prime.
Yeah, prayer of healing.
This is a lot. Whole lot this year. Yeah.
He's been through a lot.
Yeah, he really.
He got this, though. He got
God's got him.
Prime.
Yep. All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago are suing President Trump over the National Guard deployment. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey everyone, quick health question. Even though you're still thriving, still loving, still connecting, did you know your immune system weakens with age? That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off certain respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. This fall, ask your doctor which vaccines you need and visit vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com to schedule one or more vaccines. Sponsored by Pfizer. Well, according to NPR, the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago have filed a federal lawsuit against the Trump administration over its effort to deploy National Guard troops to the state. The American people, regardless of where they reside, should not live under the threat of occupation by the United States military, particularly not simply because their city or state leadership has fallen out of a president's favor. That's what Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul wrote in a complaint. In addition, the citizens of Illinois and Chicago protesters and political leaders believe the presence of National Guard could cause more community unrest and business economic harm and slow down tourism. So, Steve, what are your thoughts about the National Guard deployment? And part two, did you guys hear that ICE is detaining black people now in Chicago? Mm-hmm. This is getting crazier by the minute, for real.
Yeah.
This is, it reeks of white supremacy to me. Because that's all they're going after. They're going after people that don't look like them. They're not in none of the Irish neighborhoods trying to find out who legal, who's not. They're not in any Italian neighborhoods. They're not in the Ukraine neighborhoods. They're not in the Polish neighborhoods trying to find out who don't belong here.
They're in the hood.
After people who don't look like them. That's the easiest target. And it's okayed by our leadership. And that's the crazy part.
They set them.
And they coming to Chicago. Listen, this guy, this president, does what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. And
with
he
the
has
full
the full
backing
of the House and the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
And, and they just do like want to do. So here they come. We've always had to make adjustments, so let's just make the necessary adjustments. Y'all be careful out there. Be watchful. Keep your head on the swivel. When you see them, go the other way, because that's them. They ain't been over here.
But you're in your apartment building in Chicago, and they're raiding.
Here they come. Yeah.
Helicopters, and they're raiding your apartment building, and you are an American citizen.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
What is going on? Military on American citizens on Chicagoans. So you just what?
Yeah.
We're living in a different time in a different place. Yeah. We're living under a different regime. He did
and
everything he said he was going to do.
That's true.
Except he said for the first month I'm going to seek vengeance, but he's going to do that his entire term. And that's what it is.
3 more years of this madness. All right, switching gears, coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, the porch light might be off for Halloween. We'll tell you why right after this.
Bless up, it's DJ Khaled.
Hey, what up? This your boy Chris Brown.
Hey, this is Keisha Cole.
God's people, this is Kirk Franklin.
Hey, this is John Legend, and you're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, guys, before we get to this Halloween story, I do have to give a shout out to my hometown of Chicago and V103 for Sister Strut this past weekend in Chicago at the Kroc Center on the South Side. It was a great time. It was a great event to bring about breast cancer awareness. Great time had by all. Want to say thank you to everyone who came out, all the beautiful, beautiful ladies who were pretty in pink. A lot of guys supported too. Just great. And the message was, get your mammograms, ladies. Get your yearly mammograms. And early testing, of course, is the key. All right? And thank you again to everyone who came out. So on to the story now. Halloween candy prices are giving people sticker shock this year. Oh, did I mention Tommy was there too? Tommy came out and hung out with us. I forgot to say that because he's not here. Yeah, nephew Tommy was at Sister Strut. Yeah, he came to support.
Is that why he isn't at work today? Because
it could be. I'm here. I was there
on Saturday.
Oh. Right. Monica was there. She's here.
Yes. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Could be. I don't know. But anyway, moving on to the Halloween candy prices that are giving people sticker shock this year. Some bags are going for up to $25 or even more. A lot of people are posting on social media that they are skipping trick-or-treating altogether this year because of the cost. And the porch light will be off this year. On social media, reactions are mixed, with some people saying they're switching to cheaper candy alternatives. So here's a question. Think back to your childhood, guys. Do you guys have any cheaper suggestions to pass out to trick-or-treaters so they won't have to skip Halloween this year? Maybe cheaper costumes, all of that.
I open up a bag of pinto beans, dry pinto beans, and everybody get one bean.
Yeah. Nobody wants that.
It is a cheaper alternative.
You know how long you can put a pinto bean in your mouth and it lasts?
A dry one?
Woo! That almost lasts you to next Halloween.
Any suggestions, Junior?
Yeah. I'm telling right now, tomorrow, go by the bank and get some out that dish that be in the bank. Get some free candy from there. Because there ain't going to be none here for $25. Just go on in there and just get you a sucker and go on out. That's it. $25? For a kid I don't even know? I don't even like.
Or just watch what you put in the bag. Everybody get one stick of gum. Just one.
Not the whole pack.
Ain't no one pack. You get one stick of gum. You can buy a bag of Hershey Kisses, one kiss. Make sure y'all got the paper sticking out of it so it'll be an easy opening. That's it. Bag of corn candy. Everybody get one kernel of corn.
candy corn. One.
Hey, and it's 3 bites. Bite the little yellow tip off, eat the middle, and eat the little white on the top. It's 3 delicious separate bites.
I love those.
This is too cheap. Come on,
what about
Steve? Come on.
Yeah, would you actually open up a bag of M&Ms and give them 1 M&M?
One.
Peanut.
One.
Yeah, peanut. They big.
Matter of fact, we can crack the candy shell and keep the peanut and get a peanut and the shell. That's two.
Okay.
Not finna
way.
No.
Now, to make it more special, I will let you pick your color.
That's the least you can do.
Really?
Ain't nothing in here but reds. Well, that's all you got to pick from.
What about a cheaper way to make Halloween costumes?
Yeah.
Because those are expensive as well.
They are very pricey.
Oh man. Get back in that linen closet. Get that towel, put the towel around your neck, and you Superman. You back to that.
What?
When you take the towel out the cabinet, put it around your necktie, and you Superman. That's it.
What if you're a girl? What do we?
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Superwoman. Take that same towel, wrap it around your head. You trick-or-treating. Who are you, little boy? I'm the Taliban.
Yeah.
Really, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's really been nice working with you.
That towel got a lot. That towel can do a lot.
Okay, coming up next, it is Junior in for Tommy with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, how did I miss this over the years? How did I miss this over the years? We'll get into it, find out what that's all about. It's going to be some mess. You know that. We'll find out. Right now, Junior is in for the nephew with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Nev? Junior in for the Nev?
Yeah, it's something Tommy did. He didn't call the insurance company trying to get some insurance for some very special people. Just some insurance for some very special people.
Who are these special people?
I don't know. He just said it's insurance. That's all it is. Insurance. Come on, Cat.
Thanks for calling insurance. This is Joseph. How can I help you?
Yeah, Joseph, how you doing, man? I got your
Doing good.
your number. Well, somebody gave me your card. Told me you have an insurance company. You might be able to help me.
Absolutely. We'd love to help you.
Okay. Listen, I'm seeking some insurance. Now, what all insurance do you guys have? What all do you all cover?
Oh, we have automobile insurance. We have home insurance. We have life insurance. Fire, flood. We pretty much we have everything. What exactly what type of insurance you were looking for?
Okay. Well, see, I need. I have my own business, my own company.
Oh, that's good. Entrepreneur. I like that.
Okay. What I'm trying to do, man, is I'm trying to make sure I have insurance for the people underneath me.
Oh, okay. Your employees.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I want my employees to be insured.
Okay. Good.
You know, like if something happens to them, they can get workman's comp. You know what I mean? I want to be able to accommodate them that way. Is that? And are you able to help me out with something like that?
Yeah, I am able to help you. I just need to ask you a few questions. How many employees do you have?
Right now, I got 6. Well, I got 4 that's working full time.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 that work predominantly on the weekends. Okay, so I got. Let me think real quick. I got Cinnamon. I got Ice, Jasmine. I got Thunder.
I'm sorry, sir. Sir, tell me your name again, sir. What was?
Smitty.
Okay. What type of business do you have, sir?
Well, I'm more of I'm a PC, and
I'm sorry, PC. Personal consultant?
No. I'm pretty close though. Pretty close. That's pretty close. I'm a pleasure consultant, and what it is, I got I got.
I'm sorry. Did you say pleasure consultant?
Right. What that is, man, is I pleasurize people that want to be pleasurized. Like I have girls that may dance for you. Some may come by and do other things for you. After parties, private parties, that kind of thing.
Are you trying to insure strippers or call girls?
Well, I I mean, I'm trying to insure what I'm trying to insure. I mean, I give all my girls 1099s at the end of the year.
I'm sorry, I don't know what this is. An insurance company. This is a reputable company. We don't insure call girls or strippers.
Sir, I'm trying to insure my product. I mean, the way the economy is right now, everybody got to look out for themselves. But I got to insure what I need to insure, so in case things go bad, man, I can bounce back on that. You understand?
I understand that, sir, and I do understand.
I mean, I'm a businessman just like you are,
sir. But we don't insure call girls, strippers.
So hold on. I got your card, man. You trying to tell me that now you can't give me no insurance?
We can't insure call girls or strippers. Okay. Tell me this. What type of duties do they perform?
Oh, I mean, what you mean? What kind of duty? I mean, they dance.
Well, on the application, I have to put down what type of duties do your
We're gonna put down exotic dance. You know, and see, since they are there for people that like need to have some personal attention, man. You know, we just put something else down, like counseling. You know,
are these prostitutes? You want to insure prostitutes?
I'm not saying that, man. I'm not. Stop saying that. Don't say that no more. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
that's what they are. Sir.
Well, why don't you put down PC, man? Why don't you put down pleasure consultant for them, man?
Pleasure consultant. Sir, we don't do that here. I don't know how to help you, sir. We don't do that here. You can't insure a prostitute.
Did I tell you don't say that no more? I told you this right here is a PC. It's a pleasure consultant. Now, somebody that gave me this business card and told me that you'll be able to take care of me, and now here you is coming back saying you can't. See, this one is starting to be some for Smitty now.
Sir, you don't have to refrain from using that language.
No. They telling me that you are able to insure me, man.
Yes, sir. We are insurance.
You the one coming back with some bogus right here, dog.
Listen, we don't insure any type of ghetto mess prostitutes, call girls. That's some street junk that we don't do here.
Hey, man, listen. I was told you can insure me, and guess what? You go insure me. I'm finna go back and forth with you, Doc. I'm finna come down there to your office, and I want these papers filled out so I can sign them, so I can have my
office. Look, man, we don't insure no prostitutes or no strippers, okay? So we don't do that. And you're not gonna come down to my office with this ghetto mess. We don't do that.
Who you think you hollering at, man?
You don't know who you're fooling with. Now, don't let this corporate over the phone corporate voice fool you, because I can get gangster.
Hey, man, I don't know who you think you hollering at, but look here.
Now, we don't do that here.
Hey, man, look here, let me tell you something. I'm on my way down there, okay?
Sir, do not come to this office. Do not come to this office.
I'm coming to the office. You gonna insure my girls for me. Now, somebody gave me your card and told me you can take care of me on the low, and that's what you gonna do. Now, I need my insurance for my girls, dog. That's all I'm trying to get to you.
Don't you bring your up to my establishment with this. We don't do it, and I will not. And if you bring your up, you're gonna get your what?
Hey, man, I got what? Who you think you talking to?
I'm talking to you. Now, I tried to be nice, and I tried to be professional. This is some. Don't you bring your up to my office, or I'm gonna kick you in cinnamon in front of all them up there.
Hey, man, I got one more thing I need to say to you. You listening?
Yes. What you got to say to me, dude? What the I do not insure prostitutes, okay? What do you have to tell me?
I got to tell you this. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy.
Oh, my God. I'm going to kill that boy. God. I was going to go postal. I cannot believe that put me into this. Oh, y'all got me. Boy, I want one.
Hey, let me ask you this here, man. Let me ask you this here. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, Shirley, there it is.
What was
he called
that,
trying
Junior?
to insure call girls. Insure his call. What is
dancers? And it's nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs health insurance. Have you seen the news? Government shutdown.
Yeah, that's it.
Junior said,
What else you got?
But they not working. They don't work for him. That's not is that a legal profession?
Yeah, strippers.
Dancers?
No.
Legal to strip.
Pleasure consultants. That's what they is.
Okay, little Puffy. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Keep running your mouth.
Oh, I got some news for you, Junior. Jodeci announced new performance dates for 2026, Junior.
Where we going?
Okay, they're going to Hammond, Indiana, and I said they.
Been there, going. Been with Uncle there. I've been there.
Yeah, January 16th.
I gotta pull my outfits out. I gotta get my luggage vest out. I gotta pick all that out.
Well, you gotta wait and see which one of them is going first. That's why they're starting in Hammond.
Casey, JoJo, Mr. Dalvin, Devontae.
That's who's supposed to be there.
And Junior. Who's going to be there, Steve?
I don't know. That's why they starting in Hammond. They got to start in a small market to see who's going to show up.
We all going to be there.
They didn't show up when they was together.
They got a lot of dates. Valentine's Day in California and Mother's Day in Atlantic City.
I'm be on the road.
Yeah, you're going to be busy, Junior.
All right, coming up next, my strawberry letter. Subject, how did I miss this over the years? We'll get into it right after this. Hey everyone, quick health question. Even though you're still thriving, still loving, still connecting, did you know your immune system weakens with age? That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off certain respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. This fall, ask your doctor which vaccines you need and visit vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com to schedule one or more vaccines. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, my good friend, Junior. Subject, how did I miss this over the years? How did I miss this over the years? Dear Stephen Shirley, I am 49 years old. I'm a married woman, and I've known my husband for many years. He's 62, and we met through a mutual friend who was a big recreational drug user back in the day. That friend was always the life of the party because he had his pills to keep him happy. My husband and I laughed about the friend back then because all we did was smoke marijuana. Now I think that my husband is doing a little more than that. Some days his eyes are red and some days his eyes are swollen looking. He said it's allergies, but he's never had allergies. Then I noticed that my cash would be short in my purse. I still prefer to use cash over my debit card, so I keep at least $100 in cash. I could not accuse my husband of stealing from me because I leave my purse in my cubicle at work unattended a lot. Anyone in my office could have taken my money. My sister-in-law said that my coworkers didn't steal my money. It was my husband, who is her brother. She said he used to borrow money from her, but he ruined that privilege by not paying her back a few times. She said that he's always been on some kind of pills, but he was able to keep it under control, but now it's getting bad because he has too much free time on his hands. He does sleep a lot during the day, and he's wired at night, and he likes to cook big meals at night. I wanted to see for myself if he'd steal from me, so I left some cash in the top of my purse. He took that money within 2 hours. When I asked him about it, he said he was going to use it for groceries. How could I be living with him and not know about the drugs? Should I confront him or leave? Well, honestly, it's not hard to miss what your husband has been doing because guess what? I mean, you're not really looking for that. To you, it's simply inconceivable to think that your own husband would do such a thing, but it's staring right at you and you didn't want to believe the truth. You want to think it's everyone else but him, your coworkers, the kids, friends, whoever, just not this man that you sleep with every night and you trust with your life. But your sister-in-law told you it was him. And he's doing this right under your nose because he knows you trust him like that. But then it starts happening so much, it becomes obvious that it can't be anyone else but him. Then reality sets in. Yes, it's him. It's my husband. He already did it to his sister. Then you set a trap in your purse for him, and that money was gone in 2 hours flat. So you see, that's how things can happen when you're living with a man and not know. Your husband needs some serious help. Should you confront him, you ask? Yes, of course you should confront him and ask him what's going on. He's your husband. You have a right to do that. But just keep in mind, he's going to lie to you about everything. You'll never get the truth. Steve?
Well, I appreciate you writing the letter in. But at the end of all of what Shirley read, your question is, should I confront him or leave? I don't see how you don't breach the subject. I don't see how you haven't brought it up yet. You either love your husband, you want to help him, or you want to leave him. That's really up to you. You know, I didn't hear nothing about you all having a great relationship. He's a loving husband. He's a wonderful father. He takes care of you. All I said, all I'm going to know is he steals. That's all I know. And he's 62. And you're living with a 62-year-old thief. You said you like to keep cash in your pocket, so you always got 100. Well, that's gone too. You say you leave your purse alone in your cubicle at work, so it could be one of your coworkers. Where you live? Where you work? Who do that? Put your purse in your drawer. What you doing? This is the United States of America. You don't live on Fantasy Island over in Fiji nowhere. Ain't nobody stealing nothing. You live in a city where people can steal and drive off. See, if you live on an island, it's less theft on the island because you can't go nowhere. We can come over your house or we can run around in a circle, but we gonna see you. You, lady, and his best friend was the life of the party, a huge recreational drug user. Birds of a feather flock together. If you keep associating with bad people, you're going to become one of them. All you have to do, somebody described this to me one time. Somebody said, Steve, write your 5 closest friends' names on a piece of paper. I did it. He said, now describe who they are, what type of person they are, and what they do. I did it. He said, cool. Now that's you right there. He said, that's who you are. Because, see, your friends, you get to pick them. He didn't ask me who was my 5 closest family members. He said friends, because you picked them. Your husband picked the extreme recreational drug user. And y'all laughed at him because all y'all did was smoke weed. Well, they're doing more than that now. His eyes are swollen.
He said he had allergies.
She said he ain't never had no allergy.
Right.
He fiending. You need to find out what he taking, because that ain't weed. People don't steal for weed. That's most weed smokers. I ain't never seen nobody steal for weed.
All right. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, how did I miss this over the years? We'll get back into
some people
it.
That stole weed, but they didn't steal.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're a homeowner, you know it took years of saving, planning, and hard work to get in the door. Then make that house a home. Now, all that effort has built something hugely valuable. Equity. It's the portion of your home you truly own that can be tapped to fund what's next. And Rocket Mortgage is here to help you turn your home's equity into cash. Fund your next dream with Rocket Mortgage. Visit rocketmortgage.com today to find out more. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, how did I miss this over the years?
Well, I don't know that you missed it, ma'am, but I have a couple of questions about this. First of all, she says, should I confront him or leave him? You have a husband who is obviously a drug user. You can't lay no money around. It's always missing. You even did a test. You put some money out somewhere,
Yes.
and within 2 hours it was gone. When you confronted your husband, he said he was going to buy some groceries. Now, let me give you an example of what's wrong here, because I think you need to listen. His sister told you that the money that's missing from your purse is not from coworkers. It's from him. And this is her brother, who can no longer borrow money from her because he didn't pay it back. Now, that's your sister-in-law who said that. And he don't pay it back. She said that he's always been on some kind of pills, but he was able to keep it under control, but now it's getting bad because he got too much free time on his hands. So now, let's start getting into this letter right here. She told you because your husband got too much free time on his hands. He does sleep a lot during the day, and he's wired at night, and he likes to cook big meals at night. Where he work?
There's no mention of that.
He sleeps a lot during the day, and he cooks big meals at night. Where do he work? We got a bigger problem than this money missing from your purse. Cause he ain't got no money. Then you said you wanted to see if he's still for yourself. I left some cash in the top of my purse. He took the money within 2 hours. When I asked him about it, he said he was going to use it for groceries. How could I be living with him and not know about the drugs? Should I confront him or leave? I don't see how you stayed. He sleep all day and he cook big meals at night. Where do he work?
And who's he cooking for?
What?
All this food.
Where's my money?
He stole it.
What is you buying? Why I ain't seen, you ain't came in here with no dishwashing liquid. You ain't came in here with no toilet tissue. You ain't bought no milk in here. Where's you taking this money and what are you buying? And why don't you work?
Get that food from that he...
What is all this food you keep cooking and you ain't grocery shopping?
He stole the money from her to get them.
Where's you taking all this food to?
That's why. Who's he cooking for?
Him.
You cooked a pot of black-eyed peas last night. You done made a pot of pinto beans tonight. What was you feeding?
Some rice.
You taking this down to the trap house and all y'all sitting around getting high eating? You don't have a catering business? Why ain't you working?
But who cooks like that at night?
That's crazy.
He burning
prepping.
his energy, Shirley. Yeah, he meal prepping.
Oh.
Ladies, should you confront him or leave? I don't know how you stayed. I don't know how you missed it. But now you know there is a problem.
Yeah.
You haven't mentioned one redeeming quality that this man has. He's a great husband, a great provider, a great father. You never mentioned none of that. He just sleep all day, cook all night, and steal your money. You can't keep 100. Now, let me take a shot at what pill this is.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I think you living with a 62-year-old crackhead. That's what I think.
I can go with that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really
100.
extreme.
Crack ain't really been up lately. They really.
But that's not a pill.
It looked like it.
But
if you're 62, you're 62, you can't see like you see no how. It looked like a pill.
But he went from smoking weed all the way to that? Wow.
Most people that's junkies started with weed.
Junkie?
Because he's 62, he a junkie.
Are we in the 70s?
That's where he started. He's 62, he a junkie.
Yeah.
Now, back in the 70s, I went to a white college. LSD was big. That's a hallucinogenic. You don't want to take that. You be...
Polly. Oh, no.
Polly was hollering at us.
Okay. So
that's the first time I felt sorry for that parrot. I didn't like the parrot because it squawked all night long, you know.
All right.
Because they stayed up all night. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, she definitely should confront him, though, about this.
Yeah, I think you should confront him and then leave.
Yeah. All right.
Unless you want to be married to the 62-year-old crackhead, but I can't.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can download it today. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we got Junior. Junior's in for Junior with Sports Talk right after this.
You have no idea what it is. This is Carlos Miller, and this may or may not be the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey everyone, quick health question. Even though you're still thriving, still loving, still connecting, did you know your immune system weakens with age? That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off certain respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. This fall, ask your doctor which vaccines you need and visit VaxAssist.com. That's VaxAssist.com to schedule one or more vaccines. Sponsored by Pfizer. It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right, Shirley. First, let me just tell Charleston, South Carolina, and Atlantic City this weekend. Friday in Charleston, South Carolina at the CPAC, and then at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City on Sunday. It's the Legends of Laughter Tour and Atlantic City Comedy Festival. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do Comedy Festival. It's everybody on the show. S'more, Lavelle Crawford, D.C. Curry, Gary Owen, Quake. Everybody. That's in Atlantic City. But then, we're going to be in Charleston, South Carolina. All right, let's get to it, man. You had your game of the week on Monday Night Football. You had the Chiefs and the Jaguars. And you said, and I quote, upset of the week, Jaguars over the Chiefs. And I got to tell you, the Jaguars beat the Chiefs. 31-28.
Told you.
Right?
Yes. Told you.
How did you get that?
Upset pick.
I had gotten so many wrong.
Let's
on Sunday.
Right.
That, I had to follow the trend.
Yeah.
And it's a little weird, man.
No, man, because you got to think about it. The Jaguars are 4-1, and the Chiefs are 2-3.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. I tell you what's crazy. The Browns is crazy, and the Texans is crazy. That's crazy.
Crazier.
We sitting up hoping they win every Sunday.
Every Sunday, we just hoping.
What's the Texans' record, Junior?
2-3.
What's the Browns' record?
1-4.
Oh. Is that an improvement?
No, that ain't far off, though. 1-4, 2-3. You ain't but one game away. It's still disappointing.
Well, let's talk about this, your boy LeBron James has a decision. The big decision will be announced today at 12 o'clock Eastern. You remember when he had the decision the first time? And he said he's taking his talents to South Beach.
Yeah.
Well, he's finna do it now. It's the second decision. We don't know what this finna be. He's finna do it again today at noon.
He's gonna make a decision on whether he's gonna play or not, or go to another team.
He didn't give us no clues, no nothing. He just said the second decision. We don't know. It could be that. Could be he retired.
He said the second decision.
The second decision.
Yeah.
Where could he go though?
Cliffhanger.
If he's
I don't know.
If
it ain't no cliffhanger to me. Seeing is how he's not helping me pay none of these bills I got.
You're not gonna trip about it too long.
I promise you, whatever he do, I'm gonna be fine with it.
Yes, that part.
I'm still gonna be a LeBron James fan.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna love him for finally bringing the title to Cleveland.
Yes.
He got my utmost highest respect.
Yeah,
he's one of the greatest athletes ever involved in the community.
Thank you,
power
Junior.
to you, LeBron. I don't care if you quit, play, dribble.
Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, a woman on social media needs your advice, Steve. She says, breakup timing feels right. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, this is Victoria on Steve Harvey FM. She says, I'm in a relationship that feels like it's already run its course. I care about my boyfriend, and I think he knows deep down that this isn't forever. But every time I think about ending it, something happens. Family drama, work stress, health scares, and I don't want to pile heartbreak on top of everything else. At this point, it feels like we're only together because breaking up hasn't been, quote, convenient. Do I rip off the bandage now, or wait for some mythical, quote, better time that may never come?
Well, it seems to me like there's a lot wrong with him. Sometimes you just be with the wrong person. Mm-hmm. You know, bad stuff happening to him all the time. So he's sick. Got laid off.
Family drama.
Mom and them got in a fight at the barbecue. Security came in, had to bail his daddy out. You know, sometimes you could just be in the wrong family. Mm-hmm. And if you know that it's run its course and it ain't gonna get no better, get out now.
Yeah, women always stay longer than they should. We know.
Stop worrying about breaking his heart. He can handle it.
He can?
He ain't working nowhere. Mama and daddy got arrested.
She doesn't want to add to his stress, though. That's the thing.
So what? You can't go over his house. They took the house from him. There's nothing going right.
So get out now. Get out now.
Leave.
Before it gets any worse.
Leave. It's some more bad news coming. They follow him. It's like a rain cloud on him. Leave. Listen to me. Some people have things happening for them because it's payback for a lot of stuff. You ain't got to sit through their payback. Let him pay his dues by himself.
Yeah.
He's one of those people where you say, what's wrong now?
Yeah, what's wrong, my mom used to say, what's wrong now? That's right.
I don't see anything wrong with the guy. I think y'all should be more sensitive to that man. That man going through a lot. I've been there before.
Oh, have you?
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Family drama.
You be going,
she
going through
left me in the hospital. She just left my bed as soon as I went under.
Wait, what?
As soon as my medication kicked in the crisis, she broke up with me right then while I was under.
That's the best.
I wasn't even awake.
That way you can go on and fully heal under your medication.
She left me right then.
And then when you come through and you're out of your crisis, then you deal with the other crisis. Yeah. What she didn't want to do is have you handling two crises.
You're not helping, okay? I know you think you are, but you're not.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful thing right there. Waited till the medicine took you out. Then she got up and left. Why would she leave while you could see her leave?
You are not helping this man.
I am, man.
I'm telling you. I thought that was wrong.
She's got to face it.
Yeah. Well, Junior's been there.
There's never a good time. That's
the thing.
It's just never a good time. Yeah.
It was a good time for me, sure.
When I was young, man, I was dating this girl.
Had changed. I couldn't even find it.
The number changed. She changed the number.
She changed the number.
But the house was nasty. She had a baby, and the baby was dirty, and the house was nasty. And they had a dog. The dog was nasty. He smelled. It was food. It was plates in the sink. I was looking around like, you didn't know I was coming? You know, put something in a drawer. Throw some stuff behind the sofa. It was clothes all over the couch. And then she went in the bedroom, man. The bedroom was nasty. Wasn't no clean towels and washcloths. Man. She went in the bathroom to use the bathroom. I said, this is it.
You're out.
Went and got in my 72 Chevy. Drove off with the dent in the back.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, this ignorant show, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
UK lottery winner Adam Lopez spent his $1.7 million scratch-off winnings really fast. Lopez had $17 in his account before winning. He bought new Range Rovers for him and his mom, as well as a family trip to Barbados during the marathon of spending and nonstop partying for the last 3 months. Then Lopez found himself hospitalized with a bilateral pulmonary embolism after getting a blood clot in his leg that moved to his lungs. Lopez admits now that, quote, "I left my job and never should have done that," adding, "I lost the structure to my life and day-to-day living. It was a complete disconnect from the life I was living." Luckily, though, he is recovering. But he won the money, quit his job.
Down in Barbados, though.
Huh?
You got that blood clot down in Barbados. That ain't really no clot. That's a STD. That ain't no.
Blood clot.
Yeah, you can call it a blood clot if you want to.
How hard was he partying?
I know.
He partied so hard, they told him penicillin is not for you, sir.
3 months straight. He was just kicking it. Yes.
1.7 mil.
90
It's
days.
gone. It's gone.
I think he was like in construction in the UK
Before,
and he said he was spending fast.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
want to get in that Range Rover.
Yeah.
Just get on in the range.
All right, guys. Coming up, a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey everyone, quick health question. Even though you're still thriving, still loving, still connecting, did you know your immune system weakens with age? That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off certain respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. This fall, ask your doctor which vaccines you need and visit vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com to schedule one or more vaccines. Sponsored by Pfizer. It's time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather only be able to ride a scooter everywhere, or would you rather only be able to roller skate everywhere?
Oh, give me that scooter.
Scooter?
Really?
Yeah.
Roller skate everywhere. You gotta be crazy.
Well, the scooter you can get off and walk, I guess. Yeah.
And wear a helmet.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Would you rather never have met your best friend or never fall in love with your first love?
B.
You wish you had never fallen in love with your first love. Why?
Girl, I was
First
8.
one, second one, third one.
Yeah.
He said he was 8. He said second love, third love.
Yeah. Man.
You were 8 years old when you fell in love, Junior?
Yeah, I love Joy. But then Joy started dating my best friend Rashawn the same day. I thought that was wrong.
You were 8, boy.
She knew
I
she
love
was with
Joy's
me.
style. I love Joy.
Yeah,
I love that
you
for her.
see, you had that little black curly hair back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let she see you now, she'll know she made the right decision.
You know what? I stand this.
All right. Would you rather?
Did what up?
Yeah. I knew I was right.
Would you rather eat only candy corn, Steve's favorite, or Reese's peanut butter cups for the whole month of October as we head into Halloween?
Oh no, I'm gonna take the Reese's.
Candy corn, Reese's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you love candy corn.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna be able to get that out your teeth though.
Yeah, it's so much sugar. It's
Reese's
nothing but
Pieces.
orange and white sugar.
The whole month of October. You could be toothless.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that corn candy don't taste like it used to.
Just like my Twinkies. Just like my Twinkies. All right. Would you rather host a Halloween party or would you rather host a Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh, B.
Thanksgiving dinner? You're
Yeah.
hosting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do that. Halloween.
You don't do
that's
what?
not my thing.
You have grandkids. Get the Halloween. Come on now.
Hey, I'm not the pawpaw for Halloween. That's not me.
Clearly.
No. Because you come around that corner like a vampire, I'm going to kick one of them kids.
They're going to startle you, Junior. Frighten
I didn't know what you looked like when you was a regular person. I didn't know that.
It's Steve.
Well, I done told y'all, ain't no more parties at the Harvey. Ain't nobody coming up. You really ain't putting no mask on coming up in here. Hell no. ID at the gate, everybody. 10 feet apart, don't nobody touch nobody.
This is your family.
Kids. And the kids for Halloween. Children.
Like I said, ID, stay 10 feet away from each other. Don't nobody touch nothing.
That's crazy.
We'll be bringing the punch bowl around to you.
That's Would You Rather for today. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, it's our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're a homeowner, you know it took years of saving, planning, and hard work to get in the door. Then make that house a home. Now, all that effort has built something hugely valuable. Equity is the portion of your home you truly own that can be tapped to fund what's next. And Rocket Mortgage is here to help you turn your home's equity into cash. Fund your next dream with Rocket Mortgage. Visit rocketmortgage.com today to find out more. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day on this Tuesday. It's been a fun day. Thank you guys for listening. As always, we appreciate you. Steve, you want to take us out?
You know, my closing remarks to this kind of what Junior and I had talked about in the opening. Junior's question to me was, Unc, how do you measure success? And I thought that was a great question because what a lot of people do is they make the mistake of measuring their success up against others. There's a saying that says comparison is the greatest thief of joy. If you want to feel badly, just start comparing yourself. Is somebody somewhere always doing better than you or appearing to do better than you or claiming to do better than you or fronting to be doing better than you? You don't really know what's going on in people's lives because they don't let you see behind the curtain. They got an Instagram account where they post their absolute best pose and their absolute best outfit. And you sitting up here going, every time I see them, they this and they that. That's the part they want you to see. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Comparison is the greatest thief of joy. If you want to truly measure your success, I'll tell you something else. Don't look at your success and base it on how close you are to your goals. Don't use that as a measure of success. Don't use as a measure of success to look at all you've accomplished in hopes of accomplishing more. Here's the way to really measure your success. Take a look at where you are right now and compare it to where you came from. There's your measurement for success. And if that don't brighten up your day and make you feel better, something's wrong. Because as far away as you may be from your goal and your aspiration and your desired amount or achievement, as far away as you are, have you ever really thought about how far you've come? Have you ever sat down and just said, man, I remember when I was complaining the other day and I had to remind myself of a quote because I was just swamped. I just felt the weight of the world. I just felt like, man, it was really getting to be a lot. And for a brief moment, I registered a complaint. And then I remembered a quote that I've said 100 times. You can't complain about what all is on your plate when your whole goal was to eat. Remember that, Steve? Remember, man, when you just wanted to be able to pull your chair up to the table with everybody else and just get down, just be able to feast. Well, now you at the table. You've earned your seat at the table. And now you're looking at all this on your on your table and you complaining. Nah, man. You can't complain about what all's on your plate when your whole goal was to eat. You just wanted to eat. Now you have an abundance to eat. Now you complaining? Man, stop. Stop. Remember where you from. See, you know what really keeps me grounded? I constantly remind myself that I was homeless. I constantly remind myself that I wasn't the one getting picked. I remind myself of all the people who wrote me off. I remind myself of flunking out of college. I remind myself of the lady telling me you'll never amount to anything. I remind myself, and not to be hateful to them, but to remember how far I've come from. That's what it's for. I've learned so many valuable lessons in life. And the best one I learned recently, here's the best thing I learned recently. I don't walk away to teach nobody a lesson. I walk away because I done learned mine. See, that's a whole nother world. I'm walking away because I done learned my lesson, man. I would rather adjust my life to live without you than to adjust the boundaries that you have set for me, that I confine in those boundaries of disrespect you have for me. Man, miss me with all that. I'm not fitting to shrink myself down no more for nobody to fit in your he okay category. Or he a nice guy. You know, man, hey, look. I'm a good person. But because you're a good person don't mean you have to be a nice guy all the time. That don't make no sense because people going to take advantage of that. Just be a good person. But being a good person don't mean you have to be a nice guy. Nice guys comply with everything everybody wants. That ain't how you live your life. You got to tell people no. You got to protect your peace. You got to get yourself in a place and realize, hey, man, I'm peaceful over here. You're not coming here interrupting my peace. I got a text from a guy the other day. A text asked me for $50,000 in a text. Just a text. And just say, hey, man, I'm in a tight. The other day, I'll tell you another one. This is not bragging. A guy who we had pitched this concept to. And for him to join in for this concept we had created, it was a lot of money to get in. We go to dinner. He's smoking a cigar. He blows cigar smoke in my face and say, Steve Harvey, I know all you want is my money. And I'm looking at him like, hold up, bro. We put a business proposition in for you. You're not handing this money to me. He gonna blow some cigar smoke in my face and then come tell me, I know all you want is my money. You must think I'm crazy. You must think I'm a new kind of stupid. Man, please. Hey, y'all, have a great day today. Listen to me. Talk to God today. He would absolutely love to hear from you, okay?
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.